In the shimmering city of Abube Hills, where wealth was not just owned but celebrated, lived Chief Amadi and Madam Ijeoma. Their empire of lands, hotels, and factories was a legend sung in marketplaces. But for all their riches, a single fear shadowed their hearts. Their only son, Chikah, was too trusting. He was kind, humble, and saw the good in everyone, a beautiful quality that made him vulnerable. So, when he announced with a beaming smile, "Mama, Papa,
Ho, ho, ho!
I have found the woman I want to marry," his parents shared a look of deep concern. Her name was Amara. She was breathtakingly beautiful, and Chikah was completely captivated. But his parents needed to know the truth. Was her love for their son genuine, or was she drawn to the glitter of the Amadi fortune? They decided to put her to a test, a timeless trial of character. Early one morning, before Amara's first visit, the mansion underwent a strange transformation.
Ho, ho, ho!
Chief Amadi, the billionaire, shed his designer clothes for faded trousers, a torn shirt, and a dusty cap. He became a humble gatekeeper. Madam Ijeoma, known for her elegance, donned a simple wrapper and old slippers, swapping her expensive perfume for the faint smell of charcoal. She became the housemaid. All signs of opulence vanished. The luxury cars, the gleaming jewels, the uniformed guards all gone.
Ho, ho, ho!
In their place stood a modest, old house, a decoy to hide their immense wealth. When Amara's car pulled up, her bright eyes scanned the scene, her excitement visibly fading. This was not the palace she had imagined. Chikah greeted her with a warm embrace, but Amara's smile was strained. Chikah, where is your real home?" she asked, her voice tight. "This is my parents' house," he replied cheerfully. The light in her eyes dimmed with disappointment.
Ho, ho, ho!
As they approached, Chief Amadi, in his gatekeeper disguise, opened the gate slowly. Amara didn't offer a greeting. Instead, she snapped, "Didn't you see us coming? What took you so long?" The old man simply bowed and apologized. "I am sorry, my daughter. HMMPH," she scoffed. Brushing past him, inside, Madam Ijeoma, playing the part of the maid, offered her a glass of water.
Ho, ho, ho!
Amara inspected the cup with a frown. "This cup is dirty. Change it," she commanded. The maid bowed her head and silently obeyed. Chikah, lost in the bliss of love, didn't notice his fiancée's sharp tone or her dismissive gestures. But his parents saw everything. Their hearts grew heavy. At lunchtime, the test continued. Madam Ijeoma served a simple meal of jollof rice and fried fish.
Ho, ho, ho!
Amara took one bite and spat it out dramatically. "What is this? The pepper is unbearable. Do you people eat like this?" she exclaimed, pushing the plate away in disgust. When the maid gently tried to offer her a replacement, Amara shouted, "Are you deaf? I said I don't want it." Chikah's parents exchanged another silent, pained glance over her head.
Ho, ho, ho!
Later, Chief Amadi, as the gatekeeper, pretended to struggle with a heavy sack of firewood. He staggered and let it fall with a thud. Instead of offering help, Amara burst out laughing. "Old man, you can't even carry ordinary wood," she mocked. The chief picked up the sack, his face a mask of sorrow, and carried on. The final straw came when Chikah stepped away to get a gift for Amara.
Ho, ho, ho!
Madam Ijeoma, the maid, accidentally dropped a ceramic cup, and it shattered on the floor. Amara's face twisted in fury. She grabbed a broom, shoved it forcefully into the old woman's hands, and barked, "Hurry up! Clean this mess before I step on it." As the maid knelt to sweep the broken pieces, Amara stood over her with folded arms. "You old people should just retire," she sneered. "You're too slow and useless."
Ho, ho, ho!
Just then, Chikah returned holding a small, beautifully wrapped box. He didn't see the tears welling in the maid's eyes, but his father did. And at that moment, something inside Chief Amadi broke. The next day, Chikah invited Amara to the house again. But this time, something was different. The small, unassuming gate swung open to reveal a breathtaking sight. Behind the modest decoy house stood the real Amadi mansion, a palace of shimmering glass and white stone.
Ho, ho, ho!
Uniformed guards stood at attention. Luxury cars lined the grand driveway, and fountains danced in the sunlight. Amara gasped, her eyes wide with disbelief. "Chikah, what is this?" She stammered. "My real home," he said softly. Just then, the gatekeeper and the maid walked towards them. But as they got closer, they began to change. Madame Ijeoma pulled off her headscarf, revealing her elegantly styled hair.
Ho, ho, ho!
Chief Amadi removed his torn shirt, showing the fine suit underneath. Standing before Amara were the true billionaires of Ibube Hills. She froze, her entire body trembling. Chikah stared at his parents, completely bewildered. "Papa, Mama. You were the maid and the gatekeeper." Chief Amadi stepped forward, his eyes locking onto Amara's. His voice was calm but firm. "We watched how you treated those you believed were beneath you."
Ho, ho, ho!
Madame Ijeoma added, her voice filled with a quiet strength. "True respect is not given to gain favor. It is shown when there is nothing to gain at all." Panic flooded Amara's face. "Please, I didn't know. I was stressed. I didn't mean it." The chief raised his hand, silencing her. "There is no need for excuses. You did not fail a test of status. You failed the test of humanity." Chikah, his heart breaking, looked at Amara.
Ho, ho, ho!
"Is this true?" he asked, his voice barely a whisper. She couldn't meet his gaze. Silent tears streamed down her face. She reached for his hand, but he took a step back. "With a heart like yours," he said, his voice cracking with pain, "love cannot survive." Amara dropped her head in shame. She turned and walked away, her quiet footsteps echoing her deep regret. Months passed. Chikah, though wounded, began to heal.
Ho, ho, ho!
He eventually met Zuri, a humble schoolteacher whose kindness radiated from her like a gentle warmth. She greeted everyone with the same genuine respect, from the smallest child to the poorest beggar. When Chikah finally brought her to meet his parents, they decided to perform the test one last time, just to be sure. As they arrived, Zuri saw the maid, Madame Ijeoma, struggling with a bucket of water.
Ho, ho, ho!
Without a second thought, Zuri rushed to help her, taking the bucket and insisting the old woman rest. She then saw the gate man, Chief Amadi, and thanked him warmly for opening the door, asking if he'd had his lunch. She had no idea who they were. She was just being herself. From their positions, Chief Amadi and Madame Ijeoma exchanged a knowing, heartfelt smile.
Ho, ho, ho!
No further test was needed. Zuri's character shone brighter than any diamond. Her heart spoke for itself. And Chikah, he had finally found his true partner, a woman whose wealth was not in material things, but in the boundless kindness of her soul. Thank you for watching. If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe for more tales of wisdom. See you next time.
Ho, ho, ho!